Welcome to yet another episode of My Perspective. My name is Fred Makubuya, and thank you very much those watching us from Uganda and across the globe. Thank you those that are finding time to make this your channel. I am a clinical psychologist by profession. I am a certified coach, and I am also a team leader of Empathy International, a company that specializes in mental health, research and communication. Today's episode, we continue on matters and the foundations or the criteria, the baselines through which we can depend on to say that I have been able to grow when it comes to the areas of my perspective. Remember, perspective is about how you look at life. Perspective is your picture towards life. Perspective is about when you are going through turbulent moments, how you are able to continuously view the picture of life is very key and very fundamental. Many times when we are faced with trials and tribulations, our picture of life changes. Our perspective in life changes. The way we look at life changes, and what usually changes it is sometimes the troubles, the challenges. They could be mental health challenges. They could be psychological challenges. They could be physical challenges. Mention it all. So when these begin to appear in our lives, most of the times our perspective of life towards change. But this time round, I would like to suggest, or I would like to think, that one of the areas through which you can base on to suggest that you have been able to grow in terms of perspective is when it comes to matters of values and principles. So I would like to spend the rest of my energy talking about values and principles, how they can be fundamental or how they can be used as a criteria, the foundations upon which you and I can base on to say, I think I have been able to grow as a person in the different areas of my life. Many times I have been through challenges, and one of the things that have helped me go through the challenges are the values. I know of one organization in this country that needed donation. Time came and one of the donors came on board, but one of the things that the donor wanted was this organization to permit and accept homosexuality as a core value. But one of the things this organization believed in, it believed in integrity, it believed in excellence, it believed in stewardship, it believed in dignity. Homosexuality was never part of their core values. They believed in the Christian principles, and therefore whatever they did or whatever they aimed at doing, needed to be Christian in nature. And so when this donor who had so much money, lots of money, came, and one of the things this donor fronted was an issue of this kind of sex style, the organization said, thank you, we are interested in the money, thank you, would be glad to receive this money, thank you that we'll be in position to have this money on board. But because of the values that we believe in, because of the things that we trust, because of the things upon which our institutions are embedded, are built, are established, do not believe in those core values. So the money was sent away. Colleagues, the adolescents, the families, everybody, there is no fundamental institution that has stood the test of time without values. There is no family, there is no marriage that has stood a test of time without core values. There is no individual, the people that you admire, that have made it in anywhere in Uganda, African level, globally, that have made it without the consideration of what we call the core values. There is no institution I have seen, no nation that I've seen that has been able to grow without considering what we call the values of life. The values of life are very key and fundamental because these are some of the things that will help us to say no to certain things. The things I believe in. There are areas I have been challenged as an individual, Fred Makubuya. And one of the things I have been able to rise through those different challenges, trials, and tribulation are the things I believe in. For instance, my core values, I believe in dignity in whatever that I do. I believe in excellence in all the things I do. I believe in integrity in all the things I do. I believe in stewardship in all the things I do. Those core values determine my relationship at home. Those core values determine my marriage. Those core values determine my relationship with people. If I am going to relate with you, the core values that I have talked about are very key and very fundamental in most of the things that I do. Principle. What are some of the things that guide your life? What are some of the things that upon which your life is cemented? What are some of the things that your life is well established on? Many times we fall into trouble. Many times we fall into trials. Many times we give up on the cores of life simply because either you don't have these core values and principles that guide you. Number two, either you have these core principles and values, but you have not communicated them clearly. I at one point I ever thought I had the values, the principles, but the people I dealt with never knew my values, my principles, the things I believed in, the things I would die for, the things I cherish in my life, until I understood that if I am going to be able to be successful in most of the things that I do, my core values must not only be understood by me, but even the people that I deal with must be in position to understand the things I believe in. I have communicated this to the people I stay with. I have made them very clear. I have made them clear home. My family believes in the values that I have talked about. My people believe in the values that I've talked about. Those that have made me walk through the different trials and tribulations of life. Let me talk about community. I know of so many communities in this country that have values that if you want to stay in their context, you must know the values. Let me just give you an example. You cannot be a resident of Kololo. Talk about people that stay around Kololo airstrip. I know most of them who are my lecturers at Makerere and most of the people that I've worked with. You cannot stay in such an environment in Kololo when you do not know the values. One of those could be you don't play music very loud in such an environment. Number two, they are also security conscious. They even have WhatsApp groups that communicate in case there's a problem. They'll call neighbor and say, neighbor, there's a pothole here. This music is too loud. There's insecurity. So the people in Kololo, because I've engaged with them either professionally or one-on-one, they have values that they believe in. That when they sense danger, they are able to communicate to the neighbors and say, there is a problem here and there. I know of certain communities also where I have grown up from and where at one point I am part of them that totally do not have values. They don't have any principles. They don't have things that they believe in. And that justifies the fact why the criminal rates are very high, the level of insecurity is very high, the level of many negative things happening. And I'm not here to condemn them. I am simply saying that if we are going to be able, in order to develop in terms of perspective, I want to challenge you that one of the things that must be put at the center of everything are the core values. The core values are the things that you believe in as a country, as an individual. Our motto is for God and my country. So the things that we must be able to do must align with that motto of for God and my country. When you listen to our anthem, the things are very clear. O Uganda, may God uphold thee. We lay our future in thy hands. United, free for liberty, we will always stand. Those lines are not just lines, but they are infused and principles that are embedded in that country. What core values do you believe in? What are some of the things that you cherish? What are some of the things you put as the baselines, the principles that you must be able to grow? One of the things that you must be able to base on and say, I think I've been able to grow in terms of cognition, in terms of perspective, is your ability to have the core values and the principles being put forward, but also being able to communicate them effectively. Because when your neighbors do not know what you believe in, they will be able to insult you. They will be able to step on you. They will be in position to insult you at whichever level. This has happened to me because people didn't know the things I believe in. They can actually table a discussion that you never believe in. But the moment people know your values, the moment people know the things you believe in, the moment people know the things you drive your life on, even your family, they will never and never and never do it. I would like to challenge you that if there are areas you must also be in position to invest in, could you invest in the core values? First and foremost, to you who does not have the things you believe in, begin by setting these values. What are some of the things that you value in your life that you are not willing to let go? Set principles in your life and make them very clear. I don't know of any institution that has grown without values and principles. I do not know of any country that has grown without principles and values. I do not know of any individual that has gone through the different stages of life without having the principles and value. Are you an adolescent that is struggling with the issues of life? I'd like to challenge you to have the values and the principles set. Are you a mother and a father? You're doing all whatever to do to parent, but you don't have the values and the principles. I would like to challenge you to sit down with your family and set these principles. Are you an academician? Maybe you're a clinical psychologist, you're a pediatric doctor, maybe you are a physiotherapist, name it, in the field of academia. Do you have the values, and have you set them and made them known by the people around you? I would like to challenge you that this should be part and parcel of the core things that you must be put before you. Thank you very much for being part and parcel of these episodes where we continue to investigate the grounds and the core areas where you can base on to determine whether you've been able to grow in terms of perspective. Thank you for those that have subscribed to the channel, those that have liked, and those that have made a comment. It's my humble appeal that let this information continue, because once we are empowered in terms of information, growth and development in our lives and in our country becomes inevitable. Be sure to catch up with the next episode on how we can be able to develop in the areas of perspective. This is my perspective.